Hey guys, Pedro here. Today we're talking about the Sony a6000 and why it's such a beast of a camera. Here we go. The CMOS aps-c sensor, the Sony a6000 has a crop of 1.4 compared to the full frame cameras. So this camera weighs 0.76 pounds, shoots 11 FPS, and goes for around $450 new or $350 used if you get it through eBay, Craigslist, or through Amazon. If you're just learning about mirrorless systems, they're great for those working with a small budget. You're able to get the body for a pretty cheap price. So for example, I mentioned $350 for the a6000. And if you're getting a vintage lens, you can get those for pretty cheap too. If you're lucky, you can buy those vintage lenses at thrift shops, garage sales, or just ask grandpa or grandma to see if they have any old lenses that they don't use. Another option would be the Sigma lenses that were released not too long ago. You have the 16mm f1.4 or the 30mm f1.4. If you do plan on upgrading to full frame in the future, then you can look at the Tamron 28-75 or look at the 28mm Sony that I mentioned in the previous video. So now let's get to the pros of the a6000 camera and why it is a beast for the price. Number one would be it's small and lightweight, meaning you can put it in a pocket, you can put it in your backpack with ease, especially if you're a student. This is important because you can take it with you anywhere. Number two, it's $350, so you're not shelling out $2,000 for a full frame camera like the A7 Mark III, and you're getting something that can shoot high quality images today. Speaking of images, that's another pro. It shoots pretty high quality photo and video. Keep in mind though, with the a6000, you'll be shooting at 1080p, not 4K, unlike the 6300 and the 6500. Number four would be at how easy it is to learn how to use the camera. You'll be able to pick it up and start shooting almost instantly. However, there are some cons to using this camera. Number one, and the biggest reason why people don't like the aps-c censored cameras, would be that the menus suck. They aren't intuitive, meaning it does take some time to learn the other features that you have on the camera. However, like I mentioned earlier, you're able to use this pretty easily. There's a reason why a lot of people didn't switch to the mirrorless system when it first started coming out. That was because of the battery life. Compared to DSLRs, they did not last that long. This is true for the a6000 as well. With this camera, it has a very small buffer. Once that buffer is full, it takes quite some time before you can even access the menu or take another photo. Last con would be this grip. Not many people like how it fits the hand. It's pretty small. Especially for someone like me, it's just not that comfortable. However, it's how I started off shooting and I didn't mind it. I got used to it fairly quickly, and then once I switched to my a7 III, I got a bigger grip that just fit the hand perfectly. I'll have everything that I mentioned in the video in the description down below. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.